My girlfriend said, "I need the apartment this weekend. Don't ask questions." So I didn't ask. I just installed a security camera. When I checked the footage and saw her with another man, I sent the video to his fiancée. The calls that followed. I, 29 male, was making dinner when my girlfriend, 27, dropped it on me. We'd been together about 18 months. She stayed at my place maybe 4 nights a week, had a drawer, kept stuff in the bathroom, the whole semi-living together thing. "I need the apartment this weekend." Looked up from the cutting board. "What? This weekend, Friday through Sunday, I need you to stay somewhere else." "Why?" "Just don't ask questions, it's important." The way she said it, that weird tone, not asking, telling. "It's my apartment." "I know. And I wouldn't ask if it wasn't really important. Please, just trust me on this." Trust. That word. "Where am I supposed to go? Your brother's, or get a hotel? I'll split the cost with you." She never wanted to split costs. Ever. Always had some excuse why she couldn't chip in for dinner, for trips, for anything. Now she's offering to pay for a hotel? Something felt wrong. "All right. I'll figure something out." She kissed me. "Thank you. You're amazing." After she left, I sat there thinking about it. She'd been weird lately, taking phone calls in the other room, plans changing last minute. That thing where she'd check her phone and smile at something, then quickly lock the screen when she noticed me looking. I knew. Somewhere deep down, I knew. But asking me to leave my own place for an entire weekend? That was bold. That was next level. Ordered a security camera online. One of those small ones that looks like a regular phone charger, records everything to the cloud. Would arrive in a couple days. Perfect timing. Called my buddy, asked if I could crash on his couch for the weekend. He said sure. Didn't ask why. Good friend. Camera showed up Thursday. Set it up in the living room, positioned to catch the couch and front door. Tested it on my phone app. Clear video, audio worked great. Packed a bag Friday afternoon. Made a show of leaving, kissed her goodbye, told her to have a good weekend. She looked relieved. Got to my buddy's place and immediately pulled up the camera feed on my phone. For a few hours, nothing. She ordered food, watched Netflix, regular stuff. Started feeling paranoid. Maybe I was overreacting. Maybe she really did just need space for something innocent. Then the door opened. Guy walked in, tall, early 30s maybe, wearing a full suit like he'd just left the office. She greeted him with a kiss that was definitely not friendly. I'm sitting on my buddy's couch, watching my girlfriend kiss another man in my apartment. They talked for a bit, couldn't make out all the words but caught enough. Something about finally having time together and sick of hotel rooms. He'd brought wine. She'd lit candles. Then they moved to my couch and started making out. Closed the app, didn't need to see more, but I left it recording. Next morning, opened the app again. They were in my kitchen making breakfast, laughing, comfortable. Like they'd done this before. That's when I saw it. His left hand, fourth finger. Gold wedding band. Not just cheating on me, cheating with someone who was married or engaged. Took screenshots, lots of them. Clear shots of his face, the ring, them together. Then I started digging. Got a clear frame of his face, tried reverse image search. Nothing direct, but his jacket had a logo, some finance company. Found their website, scrolled through the team page. There he was. Senior something or other. Bio said recently engaged. Found her through his tagged photos. Public Instagram. Engagement announcement from a few months back. Big ring, lots of congratulations in the comments. Sat there staring at her profile. She had no idea. Planning her wedding. Probably excited about her future. Completely clueless that her fiancé was spending weekends with my girlfriend. Could have just broken up with mine and moved on. Let karma handle it eventually. But this woman deserved to know. If I was in her position, I'd want someone to tell me. Downloaded the clearest clips from the footage. Him arriving, the kiss, them having breakfast in my kitchen. Kept it appropriate, but damning. Put it in a folder, wrote a message. I'm sorry to be the one telling you this. I've been dating the woman in these videos for over a year. She asked me to leave my apartment this weekend without explaining why. I got suspicious and installed a camera. Thought you deserved to know what your fiancé is doing. The footage is timestamped from this weekend. I'm ending my relationship. You should know the truth about yours. Sent it through the company's contact form, addressed to her. Then waited. Sunday afternoon, my phone started ringing. My girlfriend. Ignored it. She called again and again and again. Checked the camera feed. She was pacing my apartment, phone to her ear, looking panicked. He was there too, also on his phone, also freaking out. The voicemail started. "Hey, where are you? Call me back. This isn't funny. I need to talk to you. Please answer. Something happened. You're being ridiculous. Pick up your phone." Noticed how it shifted from worried to annoyed to demanding. Interesting progression. Texts too. Started with "please call me" and ended with "stop ignoring me, this is important." Didn't respond to any of it. Monday morning, went back to my apartment. She was gone but had left in a hurry. Some stuff still there, but her overnight bag gone, clothes missing from the drawer. My place smelled like someone else's cologne. Made my skin crawl. This was my space and they just used it like a hotel. Boxed up everything she'd left. Put it all by the door. She showed up that evening. I'd gotten the locks changed during my lunch break. Her key didn't work. She knocked. Pounded, really. Finally called, answered. "My key isn't working." Changed the locks. "What? Why would you? Your stuff's by the door. I'll bring it down." "Wait, we need to talk about this." "Nothing to talk about. Did you go through my phone? That's a total invasion of..." "Didn't touch your phone." Pause. "Then how did you know?" "Security camera in my apartment that you asked to use." Longer pause. "You recorded us?" "My apartment. I can put cameras anywhere I want." "That's illegal." "Actually, it's not. My property, my camera, totally legal." "You sent it to her, to his fiancée." "I did." "Do you have any idea what you've done?" "He's going to lose his job. People are going to find out. This is not my problem. Actions have consequences. Maybe don't have an affair in someone else's apartment." "It's not. We weren't. It's complicated." "It's really not. You used my place to cheat with an engaged man. I found out. I told his fiancée. Simple. You had no right. I had every right. You're both cheaters. She deserved to know." Hung up. Went downstairs with her boxes. She was standing outside with her sister. The sister went off immediately. "You're disgusting. Recording people without telling them. It's legal. My apartment." My girlfriend was crying now. Real tears or fake, who knows. "Can we please just talk 5 minutes?" "No. You ruined everything. He broke up with me. His fiancée is telling everyone. My life is over." "Your life isn't over. Your affair is. Big difference." "Why are you being like this? So cruel." I actually laughed. Couldn't help it. "I'm being cruel?" "You asked me to leave my own apartment so you could sleep with someone else. In my bed, my couch, my kitchen, and I'm the cruel one?" "I was going to tell you eventually. I just needed time." "Time for what? To figure out which guy you wanted, while keeping both of us on the hook?" Her sister stepped up. "You could have just broken up with her quietly. You didn't need to involve his fiancée." "She's not involving people. She's someone who deserved to know the truth about the guy she's about to marry. That wasn't your choice to make. I had the information. I made the choice. Deal with it." Handed them the boxes and went back inside. Blocked both their numbers immediately. My phone buzzed with unknown numbers all night. Ignored every single one. Update 1. About a week later, things got worse. His ex-fiancée found my actual email somehow. Her message was surprisingly calm. "Thank you for sending that. I know it couldn't have been easy. I ended the engagement the same day. I'm sorry you're going through this too. We both deserve better than what they did." I wrote back, kept it simple. "I'm sorry you had to find out that way. You deserved the truth. Hope you're doing okay." She responded pretty quickly. "I'm angry but managing. Just so you know, he's telling everyone you faked the videos somehow. That you're obsessed with her and made it all up to break them up." Of course he was. I have the original files with full metadata and timestamps. If you ever need proof, let me know, but honestly, I just want to move on. "I understand. Thank you again. You did the right thing." Few days after that, my ex's best friend showed up at my building. Security called up to ask if I wanted to let her in. No. Apparently she made a scene in the lobby, yelling about how I was a psycho who secretly films people and violated their privacy. Security told her to leave or they'd call the cops. She left. Got a long email from my ex that night, pages of it, half apology, half blame. She admitted to the affair. 6 months, apparently. Knew he was engaged the whole time. Had been using my apartment because his fiancée had basically moved into his place and mine was safer for them. She was planning to break up with me soon, but needed time to figure things out first. Then she said I'd violated her trust by putting a camera in my own apartment and had no right to share intimate videos without consent. The mental gymnastics were impressive. Didn't respond. Then came a legal threat. Email from someone claiming to be a lawyer. Generic email address, sketchy letterhead that looked like a template. Demanded I immediately delete all footage and cease all contact with their clients and stop distributing private material. Forwarded it to my cousin who's an actual attorney. She called me laughing. This is fake as hell. That letterhead is from a free template site. Real lawyers don't send demand letters from Gmail. They're trying to scare you. Should I be worried? Not at all. You recorded your own apartment. Totally legal. You sent it privately to one person who deserved to know. Not illegal. If real lawyers contact you, forward it to me. But this, ignore it. Couple days later, got a call at work. Someone was at the front desk asking for me. Went down to the lobby. It was him, the guy from the videos. Security was already hovering because he'd apparently been aggressive when he arrived. We need to talk. No, we don't. You destroyed my life. My engagement is over. My reputation is ruined. You destroyed your own life when you decided to cheat. She told me you two were basically over, that you were barely together anymore. Classic. We weren't. How was I supposed to know that? Maybe by asking more questions, or not sleeping with someone who's clearly in a relationship? This is your fault. You sent that video to ruin me. I sent it to inform someone who had a right to know. Your feelings weren't part of the calculation. I could sue you for this. Go ahead, you'd lose. It's my apartment, my camera, legally installed and operated. Talk to a real lawyer instead of sending fake demand letters. His face went red. You think you're so smart. Smarter than someone who had an affair in a stranger's apartment, yeah. Security moved closer. Sir, you need to leave now. He pointed at me. This isn't over. Actually, it is. Leave before security escorts you out. He left, but not before giving me a look like he wanted to take a swing. Security wrote up an incident report, gave me a copy, told me they'd ban him from the building if he came back. My cousin said to keep the report. If he escalates, you've got documentation. Few days later, my ex showed up at my gym. How she even knew where I work out, I have no idea. She'd never been there with me. I was on a treadmill when she walked in and made a straight line for me. We need to talk. No, kept running. You can't avoid me forever. Can and will. I deserve closure. You deserve nothing. Leave. Gym staff noticed and came over. Ma'am, are you a member here? I just need to talk to him for 1 second. He clearly doesn't want to talk. I'm going to need you to leave. She turned on the waterworks immediately, full crying. He sent a private video to someone and destroyed my entire life. He ruined my relationship. The staff member looked at me. I stopped the treadmill. She asked to use my apartment for a weekend. Wouldn't say why. I got suspicious and installed a camera. Found out she was having an affair with an engaged guy. I sent the video to his fiancée because she deserved to know. Now they're both pissed that I exposed them. The staff member's face changed from concerned to unimpressed real quick. Ma'am, you need to leave immediately. This is harassment. I'm being harassed. He's the one who... You came to his gym and approached him when he's clearly trying to avoid you. Leave now or we're calling the police. She finally left, but not without shooting me a look of pure hatred. Got home to find a note taped to my door. Her handwriting. You didn't have to destroy everything. You could have just broken up with me like a normal person. But no, you had to be cruel and vindictive and ruin my entire life. I hope you're happy with yourself. I actually loved you and this is how you treat me. Tore it up and threw it away. Next day, got a text from an unknown number. Turned out to be his ex-fiancée. He's telling everyone you're stalking him and the videos are fake. Doing full damage control. I've told people the truth, but he's spinning a different story to mutual friends. Thanks for the heads up. I've got the originals if anyone wants actual proof. But honestly, I don't care what he tells people. People who matter know the truth. There. Also, my brother says any guy who exposes a cheater deserves a beer on him. That made me smile. Tell him thanks, but it's not necessary. Knowing you got out before marrying that guy is satisfaction enough. You did a good thing, even if they're trying to paint you as the villain. Update 2. The week after that, Things went from bad to nuclear. My building manager called me at work. My ex had been trying to get into the building all weekend, told security she still lived there and needed to get her things. They denied access since she's not on the lease, and I'd explicitly told them she was banned. She'd gotten aggressive with them, demanded they let her in, claimed I was holding her property hostage. Manager asked if she had any property still inside. No, gave her everything when I changed the locks. Then we have it documented. If she comes back, we're calling the police for trespassing. That same day, got an email from her mother. No idea how she got my work email. Subject line, very disappointed. Long email about how she'd always thought I was a good person, and can't believe I'd humiliate her daughter like this, and destroyed a loving relationship over a mistake. She called it a mistake. A 6-month affair. A mistake. The email also said I was probably controlling and drove her daughter to find comfort elsewhere, right? I drove her to have an affair by, what, existing? Didn't respond. Forwarded it to my cousin. Keep everything, she said. If they escalate, you'll have a pattern documented. Few days later, got a LinkedIn message from someone claiming to be HR at his company. Wanted to discuss the incident involving private recordings. Showed it to my cousin immediately. That's a trap. Don't respond. If his actual HR wanted to talk, they'd use official channels. This is someone phishing. Blocked the account. Then everything hit the fan. Came home from work one evening to find my apartment door slightly open. Not forced, just ajar. Maybe an inch. Called building security immediately. They sent someone up with me. We went inside together. Nothing obviously missing, but things were wrong. Drawers opened and not closed all the way. Closet disturbed. Papers on my desk shuffled around. Someone had been in here. Security checked the access logs. My ex had apparently tailgated another resident into the building that afternoon. Cameras caught it, but by the time security noticed, she was already inside somewhere. They hadn't known she made it into my unit specifically. Called the police. They came, took statements, dusted for prints, whole procedure. Filed a report for breaking and entering, went to court the next week to file for a restraining order. She showed up with her mother and that fake lawyer from the email. Actually tried to present him as her attorney. Judge asked for his bar number. He didn't have one. Judge was not amused. I presented my evidence. The original videos showing why we broke up, the note on my door, the gym incident, security footage of her tailgating into the building, the police report for the break-in. Her lawyer tried to argue I'd provoked retaliation by distributing intimate recordings. The judge cut him off. Ma'am, these recordings show you engaged in an extramarital affair in the plaintiff's private residence, which you accessed under false pretenses. The plaintiff has documented multiple attempts at unwanted contact after he made clear he wanted no communication. There's evidence of trespassing and possible breaking and entering. I'm granting a temporary restraining order for 1 year. No contact, no access to his building or workplace, and you must remain at least 500 feet away. Violation will result in arrest. She started crying. Her mother started yelling at the judge about protecting the wrong person, and my daughter is the victim here. Bailiff escorted them both out. That night, his ex-fiancée messaged again. He showed up at my apartment with flowers, tried to apologize, wanted to talk things through. I told him I'd get a restraining order if he didn't leave. He finally left, but he's clearly losing it. Be careful. Got my own restraining order today. She broke into my place last week. These people are insane. Stay safe. You too. Next few weeks were quiet. The restraining order seemed to actually work. No contact from her or her family. Then about a month after everything started, a package showed up at my work. No return address. Just a flash drive inside with a note. Thought you'd want this. Took it home, plugged it into an old laptop I don't use for anything important. It was a video file. Security camera footage from inside a coffee shop. My ex and him having what looked like a screaming match. Audio was clear enough to hear parts of it. Her, you said you were going to leave her for me. Him, I never said that. You assumed. You heard what you wanted to hear. Her, I let you use my boyfriend's apartment. I risked everything. Him, that was your idea. You offered. I never asked for that. You told me you loved me. Him, I told you a lot of things. Doesn't mean I meant them. She threw her coffee at him, walked out. No idea who sent it? Maybe someone who knew them? Maybe his ex-fiance's brother? Maybe just some random person who recognized them and thought I deserved to see them falling apart? Didn't matter. It was satisfying as hell watching them turn on each other. Final update. Been about 3 months since that weekend. The restraining order got extended to a full year. She violated it once, had her sister text me on her behalf, reported it immediately. She got arrested, spent a night in jail, now she's on probation. Haven't heard anything since. His situation kept getting worse. His ex-fiancée mentioned in one last message that he'd been fired. Apparently all the drama had become office gossip, and combined with his work performance tanking, they let him go. She also said she'd started dating someone new, guy her brother works with. Said he's normal and doesn't keep secret girlfriends on the side. Happy for her. I replaced my couch. Couldn't sit on it anymore without thinking about them. Got a completely different style, different color, felt like cleaning the space. Changed other stuff too. New sheets, new bedding, rearranged furniture, got different artwork for the walls, made it feel like mine again instead of a crime scene. Had the locks rekeyed a second time just to be extra cautious. Added another security camera, this one visible right by the door. Deterrent. Lost some mutual friends through all this. People who thought I'd gone too far. Or should have handled it privately. Their loss. Anyone who thinks exposing cheaters is worse than actually cheating isn't someone I need around anyway. But most people got it. Real friends, family, they all understood. My brother said he was proud of me for not being a doormat. Still don't know who sent the coffee shop footage. Asked his ex-fiancée if it was her brother. She said no, but laughed and said whoever did it had perfect timing. I'm doing all right. Not great, not perfect, just all right. Dating again slowly. Being way more careful about red flags this time. Got trust issues now? Yeah, definitely. Working on those. But I learned something important. When your gut tells you something's wrong, listen to it. When someone asks you to leave your own apartment for a weekend and won't explain why, that's not normal. That's suspicious. And being suspicious doesn't make you controlling or paranoid. Sometimes it just makes you right. That security camera was the best purchase I ever made. Not because it caught them, though it did, but because it gave me undeniable proof. No gaslighting, no you're imagining things, no making me question what I knew. Just clear evidence. Video with timestamps. She can't claim it didn't happen or wasn't that serious, or I'm overreacting when there's literal footage of her having an affair in my apartment. Some people will say I went too far. That I should have just broken up quietly and moved on. That sending the video to his fiancée was vindictive and cruel. Maybe it was vindictive. Don't really care. She deserved to know. Nobody deserves to plan a wedding to someone who's actively cheating on them. If the roles were reversed, I'd want someone to tell me. The revenge wasn't elaborate. No complex scheme, no public humiliation, no trying to destroy their lives. Just documented what they were doing and shared it with someone who had a right to know. Everything that happened after that? Their own consequences from their own choices. They wanted to have their affair in secret. Keep everyone in the dark. Have everything both ways. I just turned on the lights. And that's all it took.